Hi guys, and welcome to today's video, which is going to be a stamping tutorial. I've sort of done this sponged multicoloured base and a stamping nail art mani. I used one of the Moyou London Illusion plates because I know you've all been sort of dying to see a manicure with those. So yeah, if you want to find out how to create this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so for the first step of this manicure, you're going to need a white nail polish or gel polish, whichever you are, whichever medium you're doing this manicure in. I've just done 2 coats of all that jazz in Ice Baby, and I've let that completely dry to the touch. So then these are the polishes that I used for the base. You're going to need a foundation sponge. You can see obviously where I've done it already, and I'll show you how to sort of do this. So I'll just run through the colours really quickly. We've got OPI No Room for the Blues, OPI Susie Has a Suede Tooth, Morgan Taylor in Funny Business, Morgan Taylor in Lost in Paradise, and Morgan Taylor in Candy Coated Coral. So, and I just sort of chose these colours because they're nice and opaque and they're sort of bright but not sort of neon. So for the base technique, it's kind of like a gradient. But instead of doing sort of vertical or horizontal lines, we're sort of doing splotches. So, and a good technique is obviously to make sure that it's kind of all blended in. And obviously if you've got longer nails like I have as well, it's quite easy to get a nice blend because you're moving the sponge around trying to cover the nail. So we're just going to start placing the polish. So I mean, you can do this a bit more randomly, but I don't know, I like having the sort of design of one in each corner and then one in the middle. And obviously you can completely mix up these colours to however you want it to look. And as you can see, I'm overlapping the colours. So I'm just going to go over it again. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to start pressing onto the nail. And if you sort of move your sponge around as well, you get a really nice blended effect. And obviously my nails are longer than the sponge, so obviously moving the sponge around helps get a good coverage on the nail. So that's sort of how they look at the moment. So I'm going to add some more polish, go back over those 3. that's how they look after the second coat. I sometimes find you only need to do a couple of coats with this, obviously depending on the polish that you use. So I'm just going to do my index and my thumb really quickly. Okay, so now that they're all sponged with our base, we are going to clean up around the cuticles just to get off any excess polish and wait for this to dry. So then for the stamping part of this tutorial, I'm going to be using one of the Illusion collection plates by Moyou London, and I'm going to be using number 3. I've also got my Moyou London credit card scraper and also my new rectangle stamper. And the polish I'm going to be using is Mundo number 2 black. So this is the plate that we're going to be using, and this is the design right up here. And I sort of chose this design just because I like the different sort of directions of things, but it was still sort of a nice pattern. So the first thing that we're going to do is just quickly wipe our plate clean. Now my black Mundo polish is a bit sort of older now, so I'm actually just going to put some more polish actually on the image than I normally would if it was a new polish. So, and then we have the image. So I'm going to do what I would normally do and go from cuticle to free edge. Just like that. So I'm just going to do exactly the same for all of my other fingers. So now that they are all stamped, I'm just going to clean up around the edges and top coat, and then I'll come back to you. So, and here is the finished look. So the thing I really love about this design is obviously because you've got the multicoloured base, it just kind of really makes the pattern of the stamping look really, really cool. So yeah, I'm loving this manicure. And like I said earlier, you can do this either just with nail polish like I have, or you can actually do it with gel polish exactly the same way, except for you just sort of curing in between you know, all of the coats of polish. So it's a really sort of versatile look, and like I said as well, you can use any colours that you like. So again, really, really versatile. So I hope that you like this stamping tutorial. Please like and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.